As the years changed, so did Elon's social culture. And hearing about Elon in the 1960s might surprise you.
Greek life back in 1890? Forget about it. Literary societies were the rage the year Elon was founded. For men, Clio and Philologian. For the women, Sophelian. Literary societies consumed weekends, debates on Friday nights, and group meetings on Saturday. They put on plays and held what could be called the modern-day mixer, dinner parties. If you think the original three literary societies sounded familiar, you're right. Elon's yearbook is named after them, Phi Psi Cli. But in 1942, the groups were disbanded, and 3 years later, Joe Watts Williams arrived on campus.
I was the youngest of 8 children, all of whom attended Elon. So when the time came for me to consider college, it was just natural.
Williams' life as a student at Elon foreshadowed her future with the university. She worked in the office of President Leon Smith.
You know, Dr. D actually hired me, and then, of course, I worked for Dr. Young and now for Dr. Lambert.
Seeing that many presidents, Williams saw just as many changes, maybe even more.
I can't imagine a single rule that was in place then that you would embrace today.
As Williams entered her freshman year at Elon, across the ocean, World War II had come to an end.
There were very few guys on campus my freshman year. Of course, then it changed completely. There was just an influx of men returning and coming to school on the GI Bill.
When the men returned from war, social life at Elon expanded.
They would send buses over to get us to go over and dance with the guys and what have you.
But along with the fun, women had to follow strict rules.
We were dressed in gym suits, which we wore rather than shorts or what have you. We had to wear a raincoat over as we walked across campus.
Kay Elder graduated in 1960, but the tradition stayed in the family. Her grandson is a junior.
I stayed in West Orm. Me and Mike could come in the parlor and stay till 8 o'clock.
But going to events today, Williams gets a first-hand glimpse of how the scene has changed.
And I thought, oh my dear, if in 1945 they would have been banned immediately because, you know, so often men, the guys were required to wear tux.
You see girls in shorts now, and that's a big difference.
In 1973, gone were the days of regular church and chapel, a time when girls had to be in their dorms at 9:30, and house mothers were the norm. New leadership meant new social hotspots.
I'll always have roots here, whether it's permanent roots when I get older, I don't know, but I'll always be here.
1977 graduate Jeff McKenzie brought Elon's newest bar to the town, Fat Frog. A little different than the social scene when Elder enrolled at Elon.
There was no alcohol at all. Well, there was, but there wasn't supposed to be.
Despite the changes at Elon, Williams says one thing remains the same.
Sense of community and sense of caring, and the values haven't changed, as I can tell, having been here 60-something years.
And culture on campus is always changing. Who knows? Perhaps by 2050, students will look back on the social norms of our era and think they're completely outdated.